Hello and welcome. This is Dulcimerica Deluxe. The word tablature comes from the Latin word tabulatura and refers to a table or chart. Composers have been tabulating numbers since the 14th century, and the use of tablature was common during the Baroque and Renaissance periods. In modern times, it's as popular as ever and is a quick and easy way to begin playing music. You can think of it like painting by numbers. If you can count to 15, it's really simple to begin playing by numbers. Here we have a mountain dulcimer with the frets numbered 1 through 7. Looking straight down at the instrument, you see that the bass string is on the top, the middle string is in the middle, and the melody strings are on the bottom. Take the dulcimer out of the picture, and you're left with the image of a fretboard with numbers at each fret. The darker and thicker line at the far left is the nut. Here, once again, you can see that the bass string is represented by the top line, middle string is the middle line, and melody strings on the bottom line. Now let's take a look at the D major scale. At the top of this image is standard music notation. The black notes and lines may not make any sense to you right now, but we'll be covering that in the next module. At the bottom of the image is the tablature for the D major scale. If this looks familiar to you, then you've just figured out how tablature works. Notice that there are 3 lines which represent the bass string on the top, middle string in the middle, and melody strings on the bottom. The tuning for each string is located to the far left. The numbers that you see on the bottom line are fret numbers. To play each note, all you have to do is press down to the left of that fret. A 0 means that you play that string open without pressing down. The D major scale is pretty easy to play on the mountain dulcimer, but there's one little quirk that's unique to this instrument. The 6.5 fret, usually written as 6+ in tablature, was added so that we could play the D major scale in DAD tuning. To account for its presence on a diatonic instrument with a 7-note scale capability, the extra half step got a plus, fraction, or decimal added to it to squeeze it in. Notice that the D major scale uses the 6.5 fret instead of the 6th fret. Let's go ahead and give it a run. Strum once across all of the strings for each note, and remember that the 0 means to play it open without touching the strings. Then press down to the left of fret 1 on the melody string and count your way up to the 7th fret before coming back down again. Practice doing this a little bit every day until you've memorized the numbers of each fret. Some mountain dulcimers have fret markers called positioning dots at various points up and down the fretboard, and these help to give you a sort of visual landmark for certain numbers. If you have a dot at 3, you can quickly count down or up from that landmark instead of starting from the 1st fret. A marker at the 7th fret lets you know immediately that the 6.5 fret is directly below it, and the 8th fret is directly above it. Though you don't have to learn the actual notes in order to play tab, you will need to know some basic music theory involving rhythm, and, wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what we're going to do in our next module. Thanks for watching.